Welcome to mathematics. My name is Semangea. Alright, so this one is the second part of ZIMSEC, that is Zimbabwe School Examination Council O Level Mathematics. It's June 2020. So this is the question paper 1. So please try to follow up step by step and try to understand for the sake of your exams, right? It's actually nice paper, nice working by with the eagle Semangea. My contacts, my digits, they are there on the screen. You can see them: +263 774 024 150. On the first part of this paper, I worked out up to question number 11 from this. So on this question paper, I work out from question number 12. So if you haven't gotten a chance to watch out the first part, please, it's there on my YouTube channel, Lakson Mangia. Just look for it, just search for it. It's nice. You and combine with this one, then you are good to go. Right. So on this part, I work out right away from question number 12. So let me go down to question number 12. Make sure you found the first part up to question number 11, right? The video is there on my YouTube channel. Right, so this one, question number 12, it reads, it is given that these are vectors, right? Vector P is equals 5, 4, vector Q is equals -3, 2, and R is equals to XY. Find these lines. You can see these lines. These represent the magnitude of P. So it's called the magnitude of P. So find the magnitude of P, leaving the answer in set form. Set form just means you must leave your answer under the square root. That's the set form. So let's work it out. Which one is a vector P? Is this one, 5, 4. The magnitude of a vector is found by, you say, square root of 5 squared plus 4 squared. This is the magnitude of P. Let's simplify this one. 5 squared is 25. Then 4 squared is 16. Then if you can simplify further, 25 plus 16, you get 31. So the magnitude of this one is root of 31. This will be your final answer. Right, let's move on to the next question. Part B. Find the value of X and the value of Y if P minus Q is equals to R. What you just do here, you just substitute. It's very easy. You take vector P there and you put where there is P. You take vector Q there and you put where there is Q. And vector R, you just substitute where there is R. Then after that, you equate corresponding values. So let's do it. Vector P, what is P? Is 5, 4. Minus, what is Q? -3, 2 is equals to 2 times R, which is 2 times XY. So where there is R, just substitute with vector for R, which is XY. Then after this, let's simplify. 5 minus -3. Then the second one, it will be 4 minus 2, which is equals to 2XY. Right, after this, you have to simplify this one further. Simplify further. 5 minus -3 is what? It's 5 plus 3, which is equals to 8. Then 4 minus 2 is actually 2. Is equals to 2XY. Right. So if, as you can see on the right side, 2 has been factored out. Let's do the same on the left side. Factor out 2. Then the numbers that will remain in those brackets are the numbers that will be equivalent to X and Y. So we are done. So you just say, if you can factor out 2, you say 2, factor out 2 here. Then 8 divided by 2, it will be 4. 2 divided by 2, it will be 1. Is equals to 2, then X, Y. As you can see, now let's equate. 2 is equals to 2 outside the brackets. Then it means the corresponding values 4 is equals to 1 X and 1 is equals to Y. So you write X is equals to 4 and y is equals to 1. You're done. That's how we work out that question. Next part, question number 13. Next question. A salesman's total monthly salary consists of a basic salary of $200 and a 2% commission on his monthly sales. In 1 month, his total salary was $560. Calculate, first part, his commission for that month. Right, so given that his total salary was $560 and his basic salary is $200, he was paid 2% commission. So how can you find the total commission paid? We just subtract total salary paid minus the amount of basic salary, which is 560 minus 200. So his salary will be 0.6 here. Right, so this is the commission paid to this guy. Let's move on to the next question. Right, part B, it reads, calculate the sales he made for that month. The sales he made for that month. Right, so the sales, they are calculated based on what? Based on the commission that was paid to this guy. So, and a 2% commission on his salary, on his monthly sales will be paid. So this commission paid is a 2% percentage on his sales that he made during that period. Right, so 2% of the sale that we made is equivalent to 360. Let's calculate based on that. So what do you want? The sales he made for that month. So let's say, let the sales made be X, which means 2% of X is equals to the amount that we got here is 360. So 360, that's 2% of our sales. If you can simplify here, what do you get? 2 over 100 is 1 over 50. You can simplify, X is equals to 360. Let's simplify this one further. If you can cross multiply, you get X is equals to 360 times 50, like this. So what will be your X? If you can simplify this one, then what will be your X? So you say 360 times 50. 360 times 50, you get 18,000. 18,000. So the sales for this guy on this month was 18,000. 18,000. So these were the sales that we made during this month. Right. Next question, question number 14. It reads, it is given that sin y is equals to 5 over 13 and that y is an acute angle. Find as a common fraction cos 180 minus y. This one, what you do, please, whenever you can get across this, along this question like this, please, sin y, cos y, tan y, what just to do is simple. You draw a right angle triangle like this. Then your y, you can put your y as an angle here. Right, sin y using SOHCAHTOA. SOHCAHTOA. Sin y, as you can see on SOHCAHTOA, it's opposite of hypotenuse. So opposite here will be 5 over hypotenuse, which is equal to 13. So you find this side, the other side, using Pythagoras theorem. So you say 13 squared minus 5 squared, 13 squared minus 5 squared is equals to, right, this side is called this side squared. Let's call this side, you can call it what? You can call it x, yeah? So it's called x squared. Then 13 squared is 169 minus 25 is equals to x squared. 169 minus 169 minus 25, what do we get? You get 144. So you say 144 is equals x squared. So to remove the square, you put square roots both sides, which means x will be equal to 12, which means this side x is supposed to be is 12 here. Alright, so you replace with the 12. Now on all workings, we're now using this small triangle that we've drawn, or the side that we've labeled. So to find cos 180 minus y, what you do is you find cos y. Relationship, if you can find your calculator, maybe you can prove it. If you can say this one is cos 180 minus y, and the relationship with cos y. Cos y is an acute, and 180 minus y is an obtuse. Right, so what the relationship between the two? You can find your calculator, whatever number that you can put. For example, if you can take y is equals to 30 degrees, then it means cos 180 minus y will be 180 minus 30, it will be 150 degrees, right? So you can punch in your calculator, can you punch it? Punch cos 30, see the answer that you get. After that, punch the cos of its supplement, which is 150. Punch cos 150 in your calculator. Right, you can see the difference now. It's only the sign that will be there. The sign, but the answers they are just but the same. So what does it mean? It means cos 180 minus y is equals to minus cos y. So just find cos y and put a negative sign on cos y. That will be cos 180 minus y. What is cos y based on that triangle? Cos y is equals to, it will be cos based on this Logarithm is adjacent over hypotenuse. Adjacent is 12 over hypotenuse, which is 13. So it will be 12 over 13. Which means cos 180 minus y is equals to minus 12 over 13. So the answer will be minus 12 over 13. That will be your final answer. Next part, find tan y. Tan y, you are still using that triangle. So tan, based on Logarithm, it's opposite over adjacent. So tan y is equals to opposite over adjacent. Opposite over adjacent, which is equals to opposite on this small triangle is 5, adjacent is 12, which is 5 over 12. 5 over 12. This will be your final answer. Then you are done. Next part, question number 15. It reads, the table shows grades obtained by 150 candidates in a mathematics test. Then the table is there. Find the median grade. Right, median is the number that is found at the middle. So the median grade is what? What do you do when there are frequency tables like this? Right, it's simple. You just find out how many numbers are there. It's 150 numbers. So you say 150 divided by 2. 150 divided by 2, what do you get? You get 75. So it means the median basically is this one is ungroup data. Ungroup data is say median is equals to n plus 1 over 2. Which is, this one the location, it's not the median. Please take note of that. This is not the median, but the location of the median. Where the median is located. Location of the median. So it will be 150 plus 1 over 2. 150 plus 1 over 2, it will be 151 divided by 2. So it means 75.5. So it means the median is between the 75 the term and the 76 the term. That's where you can find the median. Now you have to count here. Where can you find or which letter falls under the 75, 76 term? Right. First we add here 5 plus 5 first one plus 25, you get 30 here. plus 30, here it will be 60, so there are 60 letters here, but that one is the 75 term. If we can add here 60 plus 29, you get 89. 89. So it means the letter D is the one that contains, that will be there, that will be the median. So D is the median. Yeah, done. Next part. Right. B. Calculate the probability that two candidates chosen at random from the 150 obtained grade A or B. Two candidates chosen at random from the 150 obtained grade A or B. Let's find out the candidates who obtained grade A or B. So the one must obtain, or the first can either obtain grade A and the second B, or the first can have a grade B and the second will have a grade A. Right, as you can see, the total number of students who scored grade A, there are 5. Then B, there are 25. So what you do is, you say it's probability of grade A, then followed by B, or the first one can give B, followed by grade A, which means for grade A there are 5 and grade B there are 25. Right, so working out this probability, what you do is, you say, so for grade A, let me simplify it further, it is probability of A, B, or you say plus probability of B, A. Right, that's what you do. Then probability of A, B, it will be, probability of A is 5 over 150. That's the total number of students all together. Then times B, it will be 25 over. Right, since you have chosen one student, it means the number of students are now 149. They are no longer 150. Then plus, the next one, it will be 25 over 150 times, then the A1, it will be 4, it will be 5 over 149. Like this. So if you can simplify this, what we get, you can cancel away 25 into 25, 25 into 150, you get 25 into 150, what do you get? You get 6, so it will be 6 here, right? So 25 into 150, you say it is 6, then on top you remain with 5 over, then 6 times 149, 6 times 149, what do you get? 894, plus the same here on this side, 5 over 894. Since the digits, the values are the same, then just add the values on top, so it will be 10 over 894. If you can simplify this one, 10 over 894, what do you get? You get, if you can simplify it, then see what you get. So here by 5 or by 2. You can simplify by 2 here. It will be in the color. By 2 it will be 5 over. By 2 here it will be 4. By 2, 4 remainder 1, 7. So it will be 5 over 447. Done. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 16. Right, it reads point R minus 3 minus 2 is mapped onto point R1 by transformation represented by the matrix 1 0 0 minus 1. Then find the coordinates of R1. Find the coordinates of R1. This is a reflection of point R. This is a transformation of R. What you do is very simple. there are two things. Well, this one, as you can see, it's a transformation representing what? This one is a stretch, right? It's a stretch in the y-axis with the x-axis invariant. So the x-axis is unchanged, so it's a stretch in the y-axis. A scale factor or stretch factor will equate minus 1. But what you can do, what is simple and easy,
just multiply this matrix 0 minus 1 by this one, by R, which is minus 3 minus 2. Multiply matrices, say row by column, row times column, row times column. So it's 1 times minus 3 plus 0 times minus 2. 1 times minus 3 plus 0 times minus 2. Like this. The other one, the second row and the column in the second matrix. 0 times minus 3 plus minus 1 times minus 2. So it will be 0 times minus 3 plus minus 1 times minus 2. Like this.
Let's simplify. 1 times minus 3 is minus 3. 1 times minus 3 is actually minus 3. Then plus 0 times minus 2 is 0. Or this one, 0 times minus 3 is 0. Then minus 1 times minus 2 plus 2. So it will be, you can simplify, minus 3, 2. Like this. So it's minus 3, 2. So these are the coordinates of R1, the image of point R under this it's a stretch in the y-axis with the x-axis invariant. The other thing that we're supposed to do is stretch factor is minus 1. That's what you know. Then we have a point minus 3 minus 2. So the values that has been affected is only this y value, minus 2. So you just multiply this y value by minus 1. So it's the minus 2 times minus 1. The x-axis is invariant, so it means unchanged. So it will still be minus 3. Then the y is the one that will change to be 2 after multiplying with the stretch factor of minus 1. Alright, next we have this one. In the diagram, triangle P is the image of triangle Q under a certain transformation. Describe fully the single transformation that maps triangle P onto Q. So it's P, this one, onto Q, this one. So what is the transformation that have mapped triangle P onto triangle? Which one is the image now? In the diagram, triangle P is the image, or P is the image of triangle Q. So Q is the original and P is the image. So can you describe the transformation completely, right? So first what you check is the size. Translation, rotation, reflection, size will remain the same. Size will not change, actually. Then if it's enlargement, size will change, stretch even on shear. So on this one, you can see the size remains the same. So which transformations will be there so that the size remain the same? It can be the translation. No, translation, the shape will be facing same direction. Then, can it be a rotation? No, the shape has not been changed in this way. But you can see the shape is faced, the image is faced the opposite, exactly opposite direction as the original shape. So, what type of transformation is that one? It's a reflection. If you can look yourself through a mirror, then you can see the mirror image inside that mirror will be facing exactly opposite direction as you, which means you are original and the image is the one that is in the mirror. That's what it is. So this one is reflection. So what do we understand about reflection? The distance of the image from the line of reflection is exactly equal to the distance of the original point or shape from the same line of reflection. So under reflection, you have to state one. It's a reflection, that's one mark. The second point, you have to find the equation of the line of reflection. That's the mirror line. So let's find. So first we said is reflection. Then which one is our mirror line? That's 1 point. Our mirror line, you find the line that is dividing this point. So you can choose this point and this point, or this point and this point. Which line is there? The middle, exactly the middle of these points. You can see here we have a box. We have 3 boxes, which means if you can count 1 box and a half, that will be the position where your mirror line will be. So in other words, it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It will be here, and also this one will be here. So this will be the equation of the mirror line. This will be your mirror line actually. So what will be the equation of this mirror line? It will be, you can see 0 here. So it's x is equals minus 0.5. So mirror line, reflection on the line, you say on the line, x is equals to minus 0.5. X is equals minus 0.5. So that's the mirror line, or the equation of the line of reflection. So you write here, reflection, line, x is equals minus 0.5. So those are your 2 points based on that. Alright, next question. Question number 17. It is given that G varies as M and R. In that way, you say G varies directly as M and inversely as R. And G is equals to 1 when M is equals to 2 and R is equals to 3. Find the formula connecting G, M, and R. To find the formula first, what do? You replace this sign of proportionality, this one, the sign of proportionality. You replace it with an equal sign, then you have to put a constant. You can use K, like this. You say G is equals to K M over R. Then you find the value of the constant using these values that are given. G is equals to 1, you substitute 1, is equals to K, then M you are given as 2, then your R you are given as 3. After that, then you simplify. Cross multiply, you can get here 3 is equals to 2K, then divide by 2 over 2 over 2, you can get K is equals to 3 over 2. Or you can put 1.5, right? It's up to you. But since you will not be using a calculator, it's better that you can put your answers as fractions. Because fractions basically they will cancel each other. Unlike decimals, decimals are it's long working actually. But you can leave your answer as a fraction like this. It will be better for you. Then so the equation will be G is equal to, just substitute where there is K, you put 3 over 2M over R. Right, this one is the same as, you can leave it like this, or the same as 3M over 2R. This will be a final answer. 3M over 2R, like this. Then you are done. Next part. Find the numerical value of G when M is equals to 10 and R is equals to 3. So you just substitute in that equation. M is equals to 10. So where there is M, you put where there is M, you put 10, and where there is R, you put 3, like this, which is equals to. Then you cancel off. 3 will cancel 3. Then 3 to 10, it will be 5. So G actually will be equals to 5. Next question. This one is geometry. You can see there's a diameter. If there's a diameter, you know that this angle is 90 degrees and this angle is 90 degrees. Angle subtended by the diameter is the right angle. Always angle subtended by the diameter is the right angle. Then This one, considering this code here, DC, code DC, you can find out that this angle is 47. Also, this angle is supposed to be 47. Reason angles subtended by the same code are equal, or you can say angles subtended by the same arc, they are the same. The same rule applies to this one, 28, and this one. This one is also 28 degrees. The same reason, considering this code AB here, you can see that this angle 28, they are formed from the same chord. You can see that. Then, which angle can we be able to find also? Because you can just find all the angles, because it's easier this way. This angle, you can also find this angle, right? This angle is equal to 47 degrees. It's called this one. The reason being, the exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the opposite interior angle if there is a tangent like this one. So the exterior angle of a triangle 47 is equal to the opposite interior angle, which is 47 here. Even based on this triangle DBC or triangle DAC. Then the other angle that we can find here, we can find this angle here. We can find this angle. So on this one, I'm just finding all the angles. Finding all the angles. So the angles are being asked here. BAD, we just put the answers. But actually we found all the angles. So this one, we can use triangle DCA to find this one. We can use triangle DCA. How? Angles in a triangle with up to 180 degrees. So we can say 180 minus 47 plus, we get this one 28 and 90 plus 28 plus 90. What do you get? So it will be 180 minus. Alright, so it's 180 minus 47. 47 plus 28 plus 90. 90 plus 47 plus 28. What do you get? It's 165. It's 165. Right. So 180 minus 165. What do we get? You get 15 degrees. So this angle is actually 15 degrees. This angle CDB is equal to angle CAB. That's subtended by this same chord. You can see that one. So it means this angle is also 15 degrees. Like this. So I found all the angles. Is there another angle that is missing? I'm sure I found all the angles that are needed in this case, right? So let's just substitute. Let's just put our answers here. BAD angle BAD. So it's 47 plus 15. So 47 plus 15 degrees. What do you get? 47 plus 15 degrees. What do you get? You get 62 degrees. So it's 62 degrees. Done. Next, CDP. Angle CDP. Where is angle CDP? Is there C, then D, then P. It's 47 degrees. 47 degrees. So this one is 47 degrees. Reason, I'm sure you've seen it. The exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the opposite interior angle. The next CAB. CAB is equal to 15 degrees. Angles subtended by the same chord that are equal, so it's 15 degrees. Next, BCD. Angle BCD, B, C, then D is equal to 90 plus 28. It's 90 plus 28. What will be the answer? You can say 90 plus 28 is 118. 118 degrees. Right, we're done. So that's equal geometry for you. Next, question number 19. Part A is saying simplify. Just remove brackets and simplify. It's very easy, this one. So you say 4b, remove brackets, minus 3 times 4 is minus 12. Then minus 3 times minus 2b is plus 6b. Please take note of the sign change here. Take note of that. If you can multiply a minus times a minus sign, negative or a negative number, you get a plus. So it's plus 6b. Then collect like terms, 4b plus 6b minus 12, which is equals to 4b plus 6b. You get 10b here. So it's 10b minus 12. So this will be your final answer. So this will be your final answer. You can even factorize this one, but you can write it as 10b minus 12. Next part, factorize completely x minus y, then minus xy plus x squared. This one is one of the types of factorizations. One of the types. What you can do, this one contains 4 digits or 4 values, right? There is no common factor on every. So first thing what you have to do is to find if there is a common factor on all these numbers or values that are given. And as you can see, there is no common factor. So if there is no common factor, what do? You take 2, 2. You take 2, 2. You take this one, and this one, then this one, and this one. You try that. So you factor out here 1.
In the brackets, it will be x minus y. You factor out minus x. In the bracket, we can get y
minus x. But as you can see, y minus x is not the same as x minus 1. It's supposed to be the same. You get it? It's supposed to be the same. So if it's not the same like this, what are you supposed to do? It means you have to exchange your values. You exchange your values. You can take this number x and this number here. So let me undo this one so that I can exchange the values, right? So let me exchange the values here. Let me exchange the values, which means I can take this one instead of taking it like this. I can take x minus xy.
Let's see if we can do minus y plus x squared. Then take 2, 2. On this one, you factor out x. Then it will be, if you can factor out x here, it will be 1 minus y.
Then you factor out. You can take like this. This one will do. So.
Okay, there's an x. No, this one can't do this one. You can't do this one. Same error.
Well, the values must be the same. So
y and x squared, they are not actually the same. So you can't consider them together. You can't put them together. Why? Because they're actually different, right? So you can take x plus and x squared. Then perhaps you can take minus y, then minus xy, like this.
Factor out x here, you get 1 plus x.
Factor out minus y here, you get 1 plus x, like this.
So 1 plus x, the same. Then you write 1 plus x, and the other bracket
it will be x minus y.
X minus y. So this will be your final answer. 1 plus x and x minus y. This will be your final answer. Next question. Let's move on to the next question. Name the regular polygon which has rotational symmetry of order 5. Rotational symmetry of order 5. This one is a pentagon. You just write pentagon with 5 sides. Pentagon with 5 sides. 6 sides, hexagon, heptagon 7 sides, octagon 8 sides, nonagon 9 sides, decagon 10 sides. Then part B, it reads, the sum of the interior angles of a hexagon is 720. A hexagon is how many sides? 6 sides. That's what you have to bear in mind. The hexagon is 6 sides. 3 of its interior angles are 120. One is 40, 120, 160. The remaining angles are in the ratio 2, 3, 5. So 2 is to 3 is to 5. Calculate the size of the largest of the remaining angles. Right? How can you find or calculate the size of the largest of the remaining angles? You just find like this. And the sum of interior angles of hexagon is 720. These are the sum of all interior angles. 3 of its angles are that one. So you add all the angles. So add all the angles. Then the remaining angles are in the ratio 2:3, 1:5. So you can find the sum or the total of the remaining angles. Then use ratios to find the size of each of these angles, or just one, because you want the largest, which is 5. And because the ratio, total ratio is 2 plus 3 plus 5, it will be 10. So the largest is 5/10, which is equal to half. Right. So let's find the sum of the 3. So you can say 140 plus 120 plus 160 plus the sum of the 3. Let's say the sum of the 3 is x, and the remaining 3 angles, the remaining angles, let's say it's 6. Then it's supposed it's x is equals to 720. It's called 720. Then if you can add 140 plus 120 plus 160, 140 plus 120 plus 160, what we get? You get 420. So 420 plus x is equals to 720. 420, here you find x is equals to 720 minus 420, which is equals to, so 720 minus 420, what do we get? You get 300. So the remaining 3 angles, they are 300. That's the total sum, or the sum of these angles. So the bigger angle actually will be half of it. So it will be half times 300, which is equals to 150 degrees. So the other angle will be 150 degrees. That's the biggest angle of the remaining 3 angles. Take note of that. Next, number 21, it reads, it is given that log x is equal to 6 and log y is equal to minus 2. Evaluate log xy. How can you find log xy? You apply the laws of logarithms. Log xy, you say log x plus log y. You add the two logarithms, which is equals, now you substitute, log x is equals to 6 plus log y is equals to minus 2. So 6 minus 2 is equals to 4. So answer actually will be 4. Then next, log 1 over root 2 x. This one, it will be, you apply the laws of indices. So first you say 1 over root x is what? 1 over root x, it's x, root x is x to the power half. That's what you do first. Then after that, you apply the laws of indices. So it will be log x to the power minus half. Then apply the laws of logarithms. It will be minus half log x. Then if you can simplify, it will be minus half times, then log x is what? It's 6. You just substitute there, it will be minus 3. This will be your final answer. Minus 3, that's your final answer. Next, on a certain map, a length of 2 centimeters represents a distance of 5 kilometers. On a certain map, a length of 2 centimeters represents a distance of 5 kilometers. So it's 2 centimeters, that's the scale. 2 centimeters on the map is to 5 kilometers actual on the ground. Right? Express the scale of the map giving the answer in the form 1:n. What you just have to do is, it's supposed to be centimeters to centimeters, but these are kilometers. So how can they be centimeters in this case? Right? So how can they be centimeters? What you do is, you can even just put, if it's in kilometers, it will be like this. So 1 centimeter on the map is equals to 2.5 kilometers actual on the ground. Right? So it will be
2.5 kilometers actual
on the ground.